Well, we are back yet again with some more crazy NBA trade deadline moves. Today we have Jimmy the Butler going to the Golden State. We'll see how long this lasts. I know he signed a 2-year extension, taking him through 2027. But we know the track record with Jimmy Butler is always he don't leave anywhere without some type of drama or baggage or something along the way. Whether it be with the Bulls, he had a falling out with Fred Hoiberg. With the Sixers, he was mad they picked Tobias over him. With the T Wolves, he didn't really get along with Cat. He didn't really get along with Wiggins. We all know the crazy practice story with that. With the Heat, him and Pat Riley, they were at odds near the end of his time. So what are we gonna see in Golden State? Is it gonna be him and Draymond get into a fight at practice? Who knows? In this trade, we see Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors, and the Warriors are sending Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, Lindy Waters III, and a projected first round pick. And the Utah Jazz are reportedly set to receive Dennis Schroeder, while the Pistons are getting Waters and Richardson from the Heat. The Raptors were also interested in getting Kyle Anderson, but that has since fallen through. And it also pointed out that Butler was apparently the Warriors' second choice. Damn, second choice. Because they were trying to go after Kevin Durant. Because Durant loves to, team hop. But anyway, let's get to this video. I ain't gonna lie, I'm really interested in how this works out for the Heat. I don't think they're gonna be, a finals team or anything, but are they still gonna be competitive?
Injuries. We get an athletic wing to put next to Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. Somebody can guard, do it on both ends of the basketball court. We love Swiss Army knife guys. And then we get those guys to play with Bam. And Wiggins has been there. He's been a champion. He understands what it's about. And I also got to give some credit to the veteran, Kyle Anderson. We need a vet in that locker room, some leadership.
You talked about the Miami Heat side. I want to talk about the Golden State Warriors side. If you think about what the words have been coming out of Golden State, it's been about maximizing Steph Curry's prime. This is a first step that you can see, getting Jimmy Butler.
They still not gonna win a ring or another ring with the Jimmy Butler and a Steph Curry. Though that's over with. This is more so about rate, kind of like the Luca shit. This is more so about ratings.
It comes down to two things for me. Clutch time. The Golden State Warriors have played the second most clutch time games. They're only 16 and 14. If he can win you some games, meaning you're playing games where it's decided by a few points, that's going to help. Secondly, it's touch time. This season, Jimmy Butler is averaging his lowest amount of touches, which means he's capable of playing off ball. So that's what you're betting on if you're Golden State.
Let's just take a step back here. The Golden State Warriors, they're playing tonight against the Utah Jazz. And our own Young Masouk reporting again, reacting in real time to this, that reporters were in the locker room for their standard pregame locker room availability when Steve Kerr, Steph Curry, and the players who were on the court warming up all were called into the locker room. Reporters were asked to leave, and you have to assume that that's when these sorts of conversations started to happen. Again, the news is that
If anything, that had already had that conversation. That was just more of a formality.
Miami Heat are finalizing a deal to send Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors. I want to bring in the man who broke this news, Shams Charania. Shams, how did this deal come together?
So throughout the last week, the Warriors had really focused their attention on Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant had indicated in league circles that he had no desire to go to Golden State and reunite with the Warriors. So today,
Probably because they're not a championship team anymore. That's probably why. If Boston was on the table, I bet Kevin Durant would have lined up then.
in quick order, the Warriors and the Miami Heat, this is an agreement in principle. They are acquiring Jimmy Butler in a trade. Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, and a protected first-round pick going to Miami. So after a almost 2-month-long saga between the Heat and Jimmy Butler, he is now out. He's going to a Western Conference home, a hopeful contender. He's going to join Stephen Curry, Draymond Green. They've been looking all year for a star player to join.
That's right. He did want to play for a contender. He felt like he didn't have the love anymore in Miami. At least to play basketball, off court stuff different. I mean, what can you say? He got what he wanted out of that end. On top of that, you get more star power in your Lakers versus Warriors matchups in the future. Good on that. But I still don't think either the Lakers or the Warriors are going to be winning the championship with the moves that they've made. Lakers is a certain player on the team. When he's gone, they're going to start winning again.
Those two in that Warriors rotation and lineup, they have aspirations for a championship. They want Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy, to be a big part of it.
Playoff Jimmy is on his way to the Golden State Warriors. Shams, thank you very much as we bring it back here inside our studios.
Playoff Jimmy was Steph Curry. It ain't the same as the Splash Brothers. It'll be, an interesting fourth quarter in the playoffs of the Warriors games for sure. But we ain't gonna see that same, when Klay Thompson gets hot, goes for 3, 4 threes in a row in a quarter. We ain't gonna see that with Jimmy Butler. It might be, mid-range jumpers of him getting to the basket. You got two bullies on the team too, Jimmy and, Draymond, but he's selective.
Chiney, do you think that this move gets Golden State closer, given everything that they had to give up?
They're inching closer, but one name that we have yet to mention is Jonathan Kuminga. They have been able to retain him based off of the news. He was not in the deal, which means he was someone that they valued as a future also development, when you think about the Golden State Warriors. So having Draymond, having Steph, we sort of assumed that those guys were untouchable. You add Jonathan Kuminga to that mix, and you bring in Jimmy Butler. Now you have some pieces you can work.
The Jordan Poole replacement.
And they might not be done yet. They still have Buddy. They still have Peyton. They still have an opportunity to go get a guy like Vucevic or go get a guy like Bobby Portis. So they still might not be done yet. I think this definitely moves them closer. I know what Jimmy is firsthand, playoff Jimmy. I know what he brings. He's definitely going to take some stress off Steph in the half court. When you need to get a bucket and the game slows down, especially in the playoffs, you can go to Jimmy. He's going to be efficient for you.
I'm not used to seeing Udonis Haslam on ESPN. So yeah, there you have it. Jimmy Butler is now a Golden State Warrior. He can stop bitching and complaining about, I lost the love of the game in Miami. I'm calling it now. Him and Draymond Green gonna get into some type of fight or scuffle in practice. The way Jimmy Butler plays and the way Draymond Green plays and the temperament, yeah, them niggas gonna get into a fight. But yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Thank you for watching. We are out.